Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Hydro-Scand Arena ahead of the 2026 Premiership season. The Watling JCB Lions are here after reaching the grand final in the last 2 years and winning the Knockout Cup last year as well. We're joined by the riders and team manager Stuart Dixon. We've got questions sent in by the fans on social media ahead of the new campaign. So let's have a chat with everyone, starting with Stuart Dixon, the team manager. Stuart, welcome back. Good to see you. It's been a tough winter for all sorts of reasons, but particularly here at Leicester, with the issues at the stadium in the last 3 or 4 weeks, it has been an incredible effort to get things shipshape for the season.
Hi David, good to be back first of all. Yep, as you rightly say, a few problems we encountered. It was already a difficult winter with the uncertainty of the Premiership, the number of teams, etc. But from a personal point of view, from our little club, Leicester, to get damaged in such a way was quite heartbreaking when you come in and see the damage that was done, and then it happened again, unfortunately, in another 24, 48 hours spell. But like Leicester does, it gathered round, everybody worked together. The fans have been incredible with the GoFund, etc. There's been a lot of work, a lot of volunteers working in the background, too many to mention. There actually isn't, but I know people say that all the time. But we've got there, we're here today, and we're ready to go on the bikes on track, hopefully, yeah.
As far as the league is concerned, we haven't now a Premiership of 6 teams. It's competitive once again, and you've been very competitive in the last 2 seasons. The points limit is 37, so let's deal with the big issue straight away. You've had to make one very significant change. Talk about the difficulty of that, and then obviously pleased with the team that you put together.
You're right, it was dropped to 37. I think it will work to make all the teams competitive. I think that was the plan, because the last couple of seasons, without being disrespectful to a couple of clubs, it wasn't a level playing field, in my opinion. We went to Birmingham last year, and without Robin Salt in it, the wins, I think we scored 58 plus 7 bonus points. A club can't afford to pay 65 points away from home, so I think we'll have a closer league, which is good. I know you said we had one big call to make. I think there was 2. Good Luck Becker obviously was well. I know Max Frick was the headline signing for a couple of years, but with the points limit and and basically we need to try and balance the books a little bit as well. There was a couple of tough decisions to be made, something I don't shy away with, that they've been done, and I felt that we've covered it well, and we've got a strong 1 to 7 right the way through. So I don't have any worries when I look at other teams and look what we've got. I think we'll be a match for anybody again, yeah.
Good continuity here with riders who have been here, not just last year, but in previous years as well. People here who have been here before and have come back, and probably are better riders for it.
Yeah, obviously Nick, Dan, and 2 Dans. But they've obviously Dan had a short spell, whereas last year Dan Jelks obviously through the injury started very well at Oxford that particular day. And obviously Nick Morris and Dan Thompson, they've been here before. I think MD remembers how dominant Nick Morris was here in the Championship sort of thing. He would blow away the likes of Sam Masters away around this track quite easy sort of thing, and I fully expect that to happen again, and Nick to take the second heat leader role within the first couple of months. Dan Thompson knows every inch of this track, really, really good. He was keen to come back, which was good. I think the Ipswich move has done him the world of good, and I think he can come back and certainly help us in our quest for trophies this season, yeah.
There's clearly no pressure at all on these riders. They know exactly what they've got to do, but you have been there or thereabouts for the last few years. What can fans expect from the team in general? It's clearly going to be, the aim is first of all is make the playoffs.
Oh, it's the same. It's a boring answer to your question. Is to make the top 4. We'll be disappointed if we don't do that, without being disrespectful to the other teams. I expect us to be competitive everywhere we go. We have lost a couple of tracks, Oxford and Birmingham, that Leicester were very good at the last couple of seasons. So I am aware of that. We don't know too much about Northampton track as yet, as the other teams will be the same. But I tend to build a team at home to win meetings at home. I think I've got, I don't say track specialists, but guys who know the track, they know what it's going to be like, they know what they're going to turn up to. I think that will make a rider happy and confident. And I think the fact that they've been here before, there's a good mix. I know a lot of folks say it's the best team spirit ever. We've not been here long enough for that, but I can tell just straight away that there's a good mix. The guys know each other. They're all around the circuit. They've all raced against each other, with each other, and I fully expect us to be firing come the first match of the season.
Lovely, thank you, Stuart. Good to see you back here. If you can pass down to Sam as the new captain, we'll have a chat with Sam Masters. Back for a 3rd year here, but taking over as captain this season, Sam, and looking forward to it. You don't tend to change too much, do you? So good to be back here.
Yeah, I can't change too much, but I've got some big boots to fill in Fricky. Done a really good job there as captain, and yeah, our number 1 for a good number one for the last couple of years. So it's not going to be easy, but I've been captain before, and I'll do my best to help the other riders as much as I can.
Yeah, you bring lots of experience, and we're actually being asked on social media, how do you help to guide the younger riders in the team? We've got obviously like Dan coming in as rising star and so on. What do you do to look after the youngsters?
I can't really tell them how to ride a bike or how to set their bike up, but I can, if they want advice, obviously I'm open to tell them or help them in any way if they ask the question. So I don't want to interfere in what they're doing really, but as long as they've got some questions, then I'm happy to help. And yeah.
You've always ridden well here, even before you rode for Leicester. You had a spell here many years ago, and then obviously with Wolverhampton and with clubs in the Championship too. What is it about this Leicester track that seems to suit your style?
Maybe 2 straights and 2 corners when they're
and turning left.
And turning left. It's more of it. It's two proper corners, which suits me. I don't like the round tracks as much, so I don't know. That's what I always enjoyed to race on, and probably suits me style maybe. But I don't know what it exactly is. But yeah, I've always enjoyed it.
Okay, and have you looked too much about the other teams in the league at the moment? And we were waiting for ages to find out who would be in the league and what the riders would be and so on. But now it's end of March, it's becoming a bit real. Do you look about that?
I haven't, mate. I don't even know who's in my team really.
They might be alongside you, but you know.
No, but I not really. I know it was a little bit messy throughout the winter, and I wasn't racing or anything, so I sort of switched off from Speedway a little bit. Still love it, and wasn't like I don't like the sport or anything, but I just it's easy to switch off and just wait and see what happens. But I'm sure everyone in the whole league was thinking wait and see what happens with Northampton coming in. So hopefully that's a good thing, and I'm sure I'll work out who's riding for who when we turn up to their track.
Fingers crossed. Sam, good to see you as captain. If we can come down to Dougie, send it to you down to your right. And congratulations over the winter. Busy winter for you, but all good there?
Yeah, that's it. New chapter in life, having the little fella. So, no, he's good. He's healthy, and me and my partner are really happy. So, it's over here now. It's a bit of a different trip on the flight, but he's doing really good, and it's happy to be over here with him.
That's great news. Did you get time to switch off from work during that time and really focus on family life? I guess you have to at that stage.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't do the Australian Championship and did a little bit of riding in Aussie, but mainly just stayed fit and enjoyed my time off the bike and reset myself. So eager to go again now.
Okay, you've been a key rider for Leicester in the last couple of seasons, and that average went up really impressively last year. Is there any extra responsibility this year? Obviously, we talked about Max moving on, so it's like everyone's stepped up a notch now.
Yeah, it's obviously Max was like the best rider in the league, so I'm not coming in trying to act like Max Frick, but I've got my job to do on the team, and I know if I can ride to my capability, I can do my job for number one or whatever happens in the future. But if I can go out and score the points, I know I can, and I can do my part.
Yeah, is that number one a further step up for you? We saw you at 3 last year, but you did plenty of Heat 15s along the way, so you've raced all these guys before regularly, and you've beaten quite a few of them as well. So it probably is a step up, but one that you're ready for.
Yeah, that's it. It's not too much different, to be honest. Same thing, maybe a couple of races you might race them one extra time or something. But I'm not worried about that at all. Just concentrate on myself and do what I can do. And
we're asked to ask you how much more comfortable do you feel now around Leicester compared to when you first joined? You've always been pretty good around here, but I think probably last year in particular really got dialed in.
Yeah, it was maybe when I first came, the track was a little bit more difficult to ride and maybe took me for a ride sometimes. But always done well around here, and especially last year I think found a good setup around here and an engine that I really like, and it makes life a lot easier when you're comfortable in your equipment and making good starts.
Great stuff. Good to be back here. Dougie, welcome back. I'll go to Nick next. Nick Morris, returnee to Leicester after a few years, but came back into the sport last year, obviously, at Sheffield to get yourself played back in. This is a place you've always gone well at, Nick. Must be pleased to be back here.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously had a little bit of time out and got back into it last year and got a taste for it again. And obviously I rode for Leicester for a few years, and a club that I've always enjoyed and they have always looked after me, and a track I like as well. And to be riding with the boys that I've rode with before, yeah, we're looking forward to having a good season with the boys and just getting another season under my belt after a little bit of time off.
Did it take a few meetings last year to get back into it? You were joining Sheffield and also Berwick in August. Everyone's been going for some time. It must have taken 6 or 7 meetings just to really get back up to speed.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't do much riding in my time off, and then it all happened pretty quick coming back. One week I was working, and the next week I was back in UK practicing here. So it was really good. For sure, it took me a bit of time to get back into things, get comfortable with the bikes, get comfortable with myself, and yeah, just do some laps. And yeah, probably a few weeks and 7 or 8 meetings to get comfortable again and get the hang of it again, and then just trying to get back to where I need to be.
Similar to a lot of the other boys here, but you've had strong performances here, whether you've been racing for Leicester or against Leicester around this track. So what clicks here at Leicester for you? Why does it work out for you?
I'm not sure. I think good starts are important here, and some people are a bit scared of the track. So yeah, it's always been a track I've liked. 2011 we came here, and it was a lot different then, but I liked the track straight away, and ever since I've always liked coming here. So yeah, good starts, and just attacking the track is the key around here, and that's what I've always done.
And you're starting in the middle order. I know one of the promoters here is talking about you adding about 2 points to your average, but I won't put any pressure on with that. But consistency must be the really important thing.
Yeah, it is. I'm just looking forward to getting some meetings under my belt, having some good races, and building. No rush. Just getting back in, doing the meetings, and improving as we go, and see where we can get to.
Thanks, Nick. Good to see you back here. And Nick, if you go along to Dan next year. Welcome back to Dan Thompson after a couple of years. Busy week for you because you've been out in Poland doing all the testing and so on, sparring with Wutch. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all started a bit earlier for me this season, and I think it'll help me in the UK having that early season practice. But looking forward to getting going in the UK now, and yeah, just looking forward to it with Leicester.
Now, you came through the ranks here, Mascot, National League, Premiership and so on. Then you've had the couple of years away with Ipswich, title winner with Ipswich last season against Leicester in the grand final. But for you to come back now at this stage of your career, looks like a great move for you.
Yeah, I think it's the right time. I feel a lot more confident and sure of my ability and what I can do now. I think Ipswich did help me become a better rider, and yeah, it was good to win the league, but I'd like to do it in my home colours.
As one of the younger riders in the team and in the league as a whole, are you sort of keen to climb that ladder still further and hopefully add more this season, starting in the top 5?
Yeah, definitely. I think I come up from Rising Star into the number 6 position, and I've had a few goes in the main body as well, and that's been pretty good. Championship-wise, starting at number 1 this year is another step. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me where I race in the team. Everyone's there to be beaten, and yeah, I'll just keep going and see what I can do this year.
And what do you think you learnt last year that you can now bring forward into this season?
Well, Ipswich is a very tough track to be at as my home track, and that taught me a lot gating wise and stuff like that. It's not nice to be behind around there. So yeah, I could just keep that progression going, and Leicester's not easy for me, but I do know it better than anywhere else, and my setups are all in the book, and yeah, I've got a pretty good feeling now.
You certainly scored plenty of points here against Leicester for the last couple of years, so fingers crossed you can do it in Leicester colours. Dan, good to see you back here. Thank you. We're going to Kyle next up. Kyle Howard's back with the Lions for the second season on the trot, and that looked like a move, Kyle, that worked out for you last year, bit of a new lease of life, and a good season for you last year.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, it was a fresh start, and obviously I've rode for Leicester in the past. I knew what it was about, and I know what Stuart's saying. And
We'll just count you, obviously.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about that.
so no, it's nice to be back. Fresh start. We had a solid season, and obviously to get to the final was a good season for us, but obviously a bit gutting in the end. So fresh start this year, and we go again.
Obviously, you've got plenty of experience. How do you approach a new season? Do you do you switch off over the winter, or how do you go into a new year?
Yeah, just switch off. Obviously, don't get. Try not to say that word now. Try not to just switch off. Don't really think about speedway and enjoy winter, because in the season, speedway can be obviously demanding, and
there's a running theme here. This is going to go all season, isn't it?
So just chill out, enjoy family time.
Funnily enough, the next question, it's a great one in the circumstances. What makes a good team dynamic in your view? Perfectly timed.
Try not to say that word.
Not easy.
Work as a team, make a great atmosphere, and have some fun.
Thank you, Carl. Good to see you back with us. We'll look forward to many more interviews throughout the season.
As soon as he starts nudging, man, I knew what he's on about.
Nick was for sure, and you were obviously you won 7-4. Right?
Very good. Drew Kemp is next up if we can head down that way. Drew, I actually watched a lot of the videos from last year recently and saw a lot of good stuff from yourself. So it was a progressive year for you in a lot of ways. Lots of good racing and progress made.
Yeah, it was certainly a better year. It wasn't obviously a great year, but at times I think I showed flashes of what I was capable of doing, and yeah, I think that was good for me. So still looking for that consistency, I think, a little bit. I sort of was seemed that I was either winning or at the back by half a lap. So that's something that this year, the bike used to break down at the back. Funnily enough, only ever happened at the back, but that's something I've come into this year, and having a winter full of racing, helps me going into the start of the season definitely, and something that has helped me work on myself a lot more.
Yeah, you talked about the winter, and people are asking, actually, how has the racing in Argentina benefited you? And I guess that's beneficial racing-wise, staying on bike, and also it's like a life experience too. Been away for months in Argentina. Great experience.
Yeah, it was very, very easy going. I really enjoyed it. It was coming away from the stresses of England, I think, and it was nice to not have to think about British Speedway as such, and not have a break from Speedway, but have a break from what was going on over here, because obviously there's a lot of negativity surrounding the sport over here. So it's been my busiest winter yet. 13 meetings I had, so like I said, like you said, it's been a really, really good life experience for me. Stress-free. I could just enjoy my life basically, and not have to worry about anything.
Interesting call that you've made this season to step away from the championship. Obviously, I know you're very busy with Dagerpils and also trying Sweden as well. So was that a conscious call to say, this is now my time to try and do this at this stage? You're at the right point to do that?
Yeah, I'm sort of at that stage now where I need to make that next jump. I went obviously from a second string to a number one in the championship, which was a good result. And I didn't come away from the championship this year thinking I'm too good, but I sort of had to make a decision on base where I want to go with my career, and for now I think I had to concentrate on Dagerpils. So I'm not ruling out a return to the championship at all this year, especially when the fixtures slow down, end of June, July time. I want to be, keep racing, be on the bike, and, hopefully look for a championship team. But for now I've just had to think about what's going to be best for me in the long run, and I think stepping away from the championship to begin with is hopefully going to be the right call.
And targets for this year in this league, are you looking to get yourself out of the reserve berth this season? Is that the next step up?
I think so, yeah. I've been around for a few years now. I know it's a bit of an insult to some of the older riders, but I feel like I've been around a long time. And yeah, like I said, I'm at a point in my career where I need to make that next jump. And I think naturally the next jump is trying to push into the main body of the team and, try and challenge. I know it's going to be tough trying to challenge some of the heat leaders, but definitely if I can get into main body of the team and push on from there, I think if I can do that by the end of the year, that'll be a good result. Thanks,
Drew, and welcome back. If we head on to Dan, rising star, back with the Lions after a couple of meetings, as it turned out last year, which was really unlucky for you. Must have been so frustrating to sit on the sidelines for most of the season, but I bet you can't wait to get going now this year.
Yeah, happy to be back. Obviously, disappointed when I did get injured. I didn't quite, take into account kind of how serious it was or how long it would take. I thought I'd be kind of back in 6 to 12 weeks. It didn't quite pan out like that, and obviously I had the surgery done, which is taken a long time to come back from. And majority of the winter was spent with the physio and trying to get my leg back to how it used to be. But no, I feel good, and looking forward to getting racing.
What are the main targets this year? You're going in the Rising Star berth. You've been there before with other clubs too, with Sheffield particularly. So it's not new to you. So what are you looking to achieve this season?
I think have a healthy season, to be honest. I think since I started in 2019, I think I've had one full season since then. So I'm not blaming anyone else. It's down to me and the way that I used to ride the bike. And I think sometimes I need to chill out a bit. I don't need to win every race or try and win every race. So, like I said, I'd like to definitely have a full season and just progress. Like I said, I know I'm probably the oldest or one of the oldest Rising Stars, but, it is only my third season at Rising Stars. So, it is what it is. But, like I said, for me, I just want to have a healthy season, enjoy my racing and, get back on track to where I was before I got injured and, push on from there, really.
And we're asked to ask you how valuable is it to ride with experienced teammates like Sam and Dougie and so on, people that have been in this league for a number of years?
Yeah, I think it can only help you. The information they tell you in the pits of the track. Some of the tracks, maybe not in the Premiership, but more in the Championship. I haven't really been to that many, and obviously some of them in the Premiership I've only been to once or twice. So all that kind of information helps, and also watching the lines they take and things like that. That it can only help you. So it's cool. Like I said, I've watched a lot of racing while I've been injured. Kept the motivation up, and like I said, looking forward to getting on track today and getting back racing in the next couple of weeks.
Thanks, Dan. Dan Jolts with us here as Rising Star again in 2026. What we've got to finish off with is a few quick-fire questions. So literally going to pass the mic down the line. So if you can stay there. Actually, although, well, in fact, the first question is actually for the people who were here for the majority of last season. You'll see why. Probably best to go to Drew for this first one. Sorry about this, Drew. Who is the best team manager, Stuart or Jen?
Oh, well, I think Jen's done two meetings, but I know the one that she did do it at Ipswich, she won that one. So, yeah, if we're going on results-wise, we're going to have to say Jen on that one, aren't we?
Good shout. Let's
I'll say Stuart as well because, my team spot's on the line here.
On you go, Sam.
Stuart, because Jen didn't put me in heat 15.
Kyle, you comment?
I'll go Big Stewie.
Yeah, I'll stick with Stuart, but Jen done a great job.
Very good. So starting with Dougie, favourite track on the calendar apart from Leicester, favourite circuit?
To ride is Bellevue, although sometimes it makes you look a bit silly with setup and stuff, but as an enjoyable to ride the bike, Bellevue.
Okay, moving down. Favourite tracks?
Probably Glasgow, the way it is, makes so much great racing there.
And of course you're there in the Championship again this year. So.
I'll say red car, bit of banking, build her up, good racing.
Dan?
I'll probably say Glasgow as well. I was there last year, and obviously they're not in the Premiership, but it's a great racetrack, and looking forward to going back there.
Racing for their rivals this year, Edinburgh.
Edinburgh for me. Or Wolves when it was running, but Edinburgh current.
Never drop a point there, do you? I think even when you go back there, you get maximum most times.
Not every time.
To be honest, it depends on where I do well at. So if I do well, obviously I like the track, but if I don't do well, then I don't like it.
Fair enough.
I don't know really. Anywhere that's prepared well, I guess. I don't really care what track it is. Just as long as it's prepared well, it's sweet from my opinion.
Okay, no pressure, Stuart. Dan, we'll start with you on this one then. Best team joker, I guess, from this particular team.
I mean, I haven't really spent too much time with them. I think probably the longest one I spent with Kyle, but I don't know. Maybe Drew, I guess. Probably Drew would be a joker. I don't know. But maybe, I was going to say, maybe we've been laughing at him, not with him.
Stuart, I'm going to go for. His track walks are quite interesting and funny at times.
Yeah, I agree.
I think one day we should mic up the track walk and... no, we shouldn't. Okay, bad idea. Move on.
I'll probably say Kyle. Spent a lot of time with him last year at Glasgow, and yeah, some funny times.
Yeah, Stuart, full of action always.
Stuart with his poor sense of humour.
Yeah, I'll probably enjoy Drew. Drew, he doesn't. He's not trying to be funny, but yeah, I get a good laugh out of it.
we better get Stuart on this one, actually.
Drew, he's just different. As Dougie says, he doesn't mean to be funny, but he is.
And we got one more, and we'll start with you on this one, Stuart. One word to describe this Leicester team.
Dangerous.
Okay.
I'll say mates.
Looks like it as well.
I don't know. Obviously. Fast.
Speedway riders.
That's
Solid.
We're wild, so watch out.
Experienced.
Chilled out. I think.
Put a hyphen in, probably just about.
Yeah,
chilled.
I think
chilled.
chilled. I think everyone's pretty chilled.
Good shout. That is the very last question. That is the very last question of Press Day for the moment. So thank you everyone, and look forward to the season. Thank you very much. Thank you.